A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News, coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. I'm Prashant Devsagayam and let's start off with a look at this afternoon's headlines. Three wildfires engulf Munaragala, over 150 acres destroyed. Island-wide dengue eradication program commences centering schools. Sri Lankan bowling coach Champika Ramanayaka resigns. And in our lead story this afternoon, over 150 acres of land has been destroyed in fires that broke out in 3 forest reserves in the Munaragala district.
A fire that erupted at the Kotabova Reserve in Munaragala has not yet been contained. Our correspondent said that the army is assisting in efforts to douse the fire. The Kotabova Reserve is considered as the reserve with the largest diversity of herbal plants, known as Bimkohomba. Meanwhile, a fire that erupted at the Kalaval Arama mountain has been doused. A fire also erupted at the Malittavala Mountain Reserve in Madagama yesterday.
A group of demonstrators who lost their lands as a result of the expansion of the Suryavava Stadium in Hambantota are currently engaged in a protest for their 5th day. We are currently receiving reports that the protesters are currently demonstrating opposite the office of the Suryavava region belonging to the Road Development Authority. The protesters are blocking the entrance of the regional office. Now we will bring you more details on this story as and when we receive it. Moving on to another headline-making story this afternoon, an island-wide dengue eradication program conducted by all media organizations was conducted for its 2nd day today.
The program was conducted from 10 a.m. to 12 noon to strengthen the dengue eradication program implemented by the Presidential Task Force for the Eradication of Dengue. To further strengthen the program initiated by the Presidential Task Force, the Newsfirst Gammadda teams engaged in clean-up operations together with the Gammadda Savior organizations.
Speaking at a media briefing yesterday, Minister of Foreign Affairs Ravi Karunanayake expressed his views regarding the Office of the Missing Persons.
People in Sri Lanka think that we have sold the country and done everything. People outside think that we have done nothing, when there's a lot of things that have been done. What are the things that we have done? Now the transitional justice has 4 mechanisms, and in the mechanism process, the Office of the Missing Person. Now this doesn't look at only during the period that had a civil disobedience. It also had during the Sinhala insurrections in 71. The JVP problem is also in that particular one. Nobody talks of that. The question that begs to be asked for is, what does this mean? These are things that have gone on not from today, tomorrow, maybe from independence to today. Anything missing can be looked at. You have an independent office going into. The general impression created is to, basically bring certain things against armed forces. These are only guys who created this negativity in the world. Rulers who did this are today trying to hang on to this, seeking last refuge out of the nationalism and trying to come up with this various erroneous statement. So all I could basically say, it is a very open system. It's an independent commission.
In more local news now, at least 6 people suffered injuries in motor accidents that occurred around the island today.
A private bus collided with a 3-wheeler in Hingurankoda, Polonnaruwa. 4 members of the same family who were travelling in the 3-wheeler were injured in the accident and have been admitted to the Polonnaruwa General Hospital. According to police, the cause of the accident has not yet been identified and the driver of the bus has been arrested. A private bus collided with a motorbike at the Gannoruwa junction along the Hambantota Mattala main road. The 31-year-old motorcyclist sustained serious injuries. The police stated that the accident was caused by the speeding bus driver who was driving on the wrong side of the road. The driver of the bus has been taken into police custody. A vehicle travelling along the Hambantota Mattala main road veered off the road and collided on a lamp post on the side of the road. A nurse working at the Hambantota General Hospital was injured in the accident. According to police, the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel.
A project to build a bridge in Gaul that began over 2 years ago has got no further than laying down the foundation stone as yet. The foundation stone to build a bridge across the Lunuvilla Lake that borders the Gaul Town Council and the Lunuvilla Urban Council was laid on the 18th of November 2014. The project was initiated under the Rural Bridge Development Programme. However, as the construction of this project has not moved past the phase of laying the foundation stone, the residents of Katugoda Gaul, Lunuvilla Vatta and a number of villages are forced to use other hazardous methods to cross this lake. The National Water Supply and Drainage Board says that the supply of water to Colombo will be halted for a period of 19 hours from 11 tonight until 6 p.m. tomorrow. The water cut will affect the areas of Kotahena, Grand Pass, Jayantiveerasekara, Mavata and Malika Vatta. Maintenance repairs of the main pipeline carrying water from the Ambathale water purification to Ali House was cited as the reason for the water cut. Meanwhile, the Met Department in a weather advisory issued this afternoon forecast several spells of showers in the western, central, southern, Sabaragamuwa and northwestern provinces. The department stated that showers or thunder showers may occur in a few places in the Munaragala and Ampara districts during the course of this afternoon. Fairly strong winds exceeding 40 to 50 kilometers per hour could be expected on the slopes of the central hills, the northern and north central as well as the southern provinces. The department adds that there may be temporarily localized strong winds during thunder showers and advises the general public to take precautions to minimize damage caused by lightning-related accidents. Starting off with cricket, and in a headline-making story this afternoon, Chaminda Vaas has been appointed as Sri Lanka's fast bowling coach ahead of the home series against India. The appointment follows Champika Ramanayaka's resignation from the post. Ramanayaka resigned from the post of fast bowling coach, citing personal reasons. Now, this was confirmed to Sports First by an official at Sri Lanka Cricket. And Chaminda Vas, Sri Lanka's most successful seam bowler with 355 test scalps, earlier served as Sri Lanka's bowling coach as well. He has also worked as a bowling coach with teams such as New Zealand and Ireland.